me, Reznov!
What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today we're going to be talking about the new update that's live in Cold War 2, the next big patch for the game, and even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and make sure the notifications on to stay up to date with everything going on in Cold War 2, Warzone, Modern Warfare 2, and any other future Call of Duty as well. Now, as a big reminder, we have the legend Perk Lemonade, who put together these awesome Juggernaut beanies that are available over on Amazon. The link for them is down below in the description. Show them as much support as you possibly can, and get prepared for the winter by picking up one of these beanies before they are sold out. He sent me one for free and it looks fantastic, so definitely go show him some love. He's one of the few individuals that is still posting some really awesome zombies merch for people out there in the community. But also, as a reminder, this weekend until July 25th, my GFUEL code is 30% off every single order, which is awesome. We get about 2 code boosts every single month, bumping my code up to 30%, but other than that, it's always 10% off if it's not one of the special weekends. And we also have the brand new Mortal Kombat Collector's Box, which looks amazing for those out there that are excited about the upcoming sequel to the Mortal Kombat movie that just got confirmed a couple of days ago. So there you have it. Now, starting off with this funny meme I just saw over from Elvis Cod on Twitter, we have Butcher narrating a story yet again to Mason's crew, this time not about Godzilla versus Kong, but about the Terminator. So we have a robot or a cybernetic organism which came from the future, in which Woods is like, you know what, let's just take this guy out, man. None of these stories are making any sense. The storyline for the post-launch season of Vanguard has just not been coherent, and it's just been all over the place. But you know what? It's COD. It's just something extra. I mean, I had a good time with the Godzilla event. We're about to have a cool time, hopefully, with the Terminator event, if there is one, aside from bundles, and we'll see how everything goes from there. But other than that, in terms of story, it's weird. I mean, Call of Duty has acknowledged that Butcher is still talking to Mason's crew, so that likely will finally be wrapped up a little bit during the Season 5 intro cinematic cutscene, which is presumably the final cutscene we are going to get for the Vanguard story. Unless they copy Modern Warfare and do like an intro and an outro for the final season. We know Cold War had an intro and outro for every season, but MW only did that for Season 6. So Vanguard might follow suit with that during Season 5 if it is indeed going to be the last major content update for the game. But last night I posted a big breakdown of everything coming in Season 4 Reloaded to Vanguard and Warzone, and for Black Ops fans out there, they're like, wait, what's going on with another Cold War patch? We'll talk more about that later in this video, but what I will say is that there is a big opportunity, right, after this post-launch story wraps up for Vanguard, for that to kind of set up the foundation a little bit for Black Ops 2024, which we now know, thanks to a bunch of leaks in Warzone Mobile, is a game that will likely, and I mean very likely, be set in like the early to mid 90s. We have a lot of details which surfaced about that game thanks to Warzone Mobile. I covered all that in previous videos, so I have linked down below in the description. But for some reason, Activision was like, yeah, let's have the post-launch story kind of be narrated by Butcher to the Cold War crew. That has to be for a reason, and hopefully sets up at least some type of sprinkle or some type of breadcrumb of what is going to be relevant in the plot in the next Black Ops game, something that Butcher sets them up with. I'm really curious what that's going to entail, especially considering it also has to acknowledge that there were events that took place in the late 80s during Black Ops 2's campaign, so kind of have to dance around that and then follow up with the 90s after that. Maybe Butcher's connected somehow to that plot point. We'll have to wait and see, but for sure, there is a big opportunity for Mason, at least in that 30-year gap where he was missing in the early events of Black Ops 2, where he was gone for 30 years and then just comes back all old and meets David Mason. If they want to keep that ending canon and not the others, then that is still a big question mark. We'll have to see what they actually follow up with in the next Black Ops game, but there is a huge opportunity for that. I know in terms of other characters, Woods is a bit tricky to follow up on because of Black Ops 2. Hudson dies, but I think Adler would definitely be leading most of the storyline in the next Black Ops campaign. Now, as you guys probably saw in the blog post yesterday for Season 4 Reloaded, it's confirmed another Modern Warfare 2 pre-order incentive is on the way, and it will be an operator bundle for use in Vanguard and Warzone, but they mentioned that the operator will be a familiar foe. Now, the question is, who is that familiar foe, and will he be that familiar considering the other Modern Warfare 2 pre-order incentive from pre-ordering the game through the Vanguard shop is the Final Judgment bundle, which isn't really tied to Modern Warfare 2 at all. There's no real connection with that skin or the blueprint. It's like a Juggernaut X-Men looking outfit, and it's just a very mid bundle. So I wonder if this familiar foe is going to be maybe overhyped. I would hope that they would do something with Reznov at some point in the future. I mean, I'm still surprised that they didn't dedicate a whole season to kind of tying in the World at War campaign to Vanguard's. Even though Vanguard is post-World War II, they could have done something with Reznov. It would have explained why Butcher's talking to Mason's crew. Would have been huge if Reznov is like alive somewhere, or there is some other connection we don't know about. I mean, first of all, we think Reznov is still alive anyway, thanks to the intel on Black Ops 1, but if Butcher told Mason that in this post-launch story going on, that would be huge and would set up some massive repercussions for the Black Ops 2024 campaign. And I mean, maybe that could explain the 30-year disappearance of Mason, him going to look for Reznov, who's still alive. Huge potential with that, and I mean, at this point, have some of us Treyarch fanboys do some writing for the Vanguard post-launch season to make it make a lot more sense. But considering Ravenov got canceled, considering Mason's Ushanka hat in this bundle also got censored, I doubt they want anything to do with Reznov, at least in terms of a bundle. Maybe they'll mention him at some point, but selling an operator pack with him would probably be too controversial for the times we're in right now. But I have some more to get through, definitely don't go anywhere. Let's go and take a look at what's actually in this Broken Skies pack. Alright, so this is the Broken Skies pack, which I know does not come with that much content, but hey, it's a Mason bundle, so I guess that makes up for it, right? And it does say the storm rages on with the Broken Skies bundle. It's weird how the description of the bundle doesn't even mention Mason, which is weird considering it's your only other opportunity to play as him if you missed out on the Season 6 Battle Pass. And we have the Tempest skin, as you can see, highly reminiscing on the outfit that Reznov wore over in World at War. There used to be a Soviet star on his Ushanka hat, but again, because of the real world conflict going on right now, they had to censor that, unfortunately. And I believe the original description for this pack also mentioned something like going undercover with the comrades to fight the Soviets or something along those lines, but obviously that had to be changed for obvious reasons, similar to why Ravenov ended up getting the boot here in Cold War Year 2. Even the artwork of the pack doesn't even really reference Mason, which is weird, but we do have the weatherproof blueprint here for the Groza, a nice blue looking skin here, and obviously my colors, so definitely digging it. But I think this pack could have at least used some tracer rounds or something on the Groza to make the bundle a bit more worthwhile. If you missed out on the Season 6 Battle Pass, then you'll probably get this, but if you didn't miss out, then you might not cop this one. We also have the Cloudburst calling card and this cool little emblem here, which I guess does fit the whole undercover Soviet theme the bundle's trying to go for. We also have a Cold War exclusive item in here, which is the Downpour motorcycle skin. Again, nice and blue, so I love how the theme of the bundle is blue, of course. But lastly, we have the vehicle horn. Let's go ahead and listen to that. Alright, pretty simple vehicle horn, and you know what, I think what would have really been the icing on the cake for a Mason bundle is something I've been talking about for the last like maybe year, is a Reznov finishing move, right? That would have been epic if like the numbers float on the screen, Reznov pops in out of nowhere and finishes the enemy for you. That would have been fantastic considering the Reznov like outfit that Mason is wearing here, which is highly reminiscing on World at War. But let's go ahead and take all this content in game. Alright folks, this is going to be easy to cover. We have this nice little opening cinematic on Yemmental with our new Mason skin. Here is the nice Groza blueprint, of course, with no reflex sight. I think I ran a reflex sight in the Nuke gameplay that you guys were watching in the background. And I picked Yemmental because I'm like, you know what, this is like the closest to Summit that we can get, right? Hopefully Summit still drops at some point in year 2, but for now, we'll just stick with Yemmental. Could have even done WMD if we wanted to, but you know what, I think we did WMD for a previous bundle video. Now, what's crazy to me, though, is that we don't have like a white t-shirt Mason skin. I'm like, you would think that's like the one they would try to put in a bundle because that would very likely sell like hotcakes, so I'm very confused as to why we haven't gotten that. I don't think Blackout had a skin like that either, if I'm not mistaken. I think there was the white t-shirt for the Mason Quest. I don't think there was a skin you could play as with him wearing the t-shirt, but maybe my memory is terrible. I'm not too sure. I also wonder, though, let's take the site out real quickly for shits and giggles, because obviously this is coming out within the next month, hopefully, maybe even sooner than that. Maybe patch in Season 4 Reloaded will end up giving us a release date for it. I do wonder if this bundle at any point in time was different. Maybe this Broken Skies Groza kind of theme was for something else, and they just ended up throwing the Mason skin in there because they couldn't end up doing a Mason dedicated bundle for some reason. I mean, hopefully they do one for like a white t-shirt look, but I maybe understand not doing it for like the whole undercover Soviet theme this one's going for. I don't know, it's just, it would have been cool. I just think there's so many opportunities for Mason, and maybe they'll explore that in the next Black Ops, though, if Mason does play an integral role, because I think there's a lot of potential for some more storytelling. And here we have it here with the, what is the, I think the tier 100 Mason skin? Yeah, but I do think it's crazy, Chad, how this is like one of few year 2 packs that has only come with one blueprint. I can't really think of another pack in year 2 that only had one blueprint. Maybe I'm just forgetting, but yeah, obviously, if you already have Season 6 Mason, you probably won't pick this one up. There's just not much content in this one, but hey, if you've been wanting to play as Mason and missed out on Season 6, here you have it. So we're changing it up, folks. We are hopping onto Outbreak for the zombies portion of this video. Considering that blue bike that I want to go ahead and try out, I mean, I would have put a clip of Fire Team if it still worked, but unfortunately, I just get a fail to host lobby bug every time I try searching for a matchifier team. So the mode is literally bugged. You can't even search for a match. Before that bug became apparent, though, with the start of Season 4 of Vanguard, I was able to play Fire Team as often as I wanted to, so I'm not sure what happened to the mode, but hopefully it gets fixed at some point. However, should be easy to get fair amount of points to get Tier 3 Pep here on our Groza. Alright, folks, we do have a bike right over here. Let's take a look at that nice blue skin on Outbreak here. Take a look at that up close. Yeah, I mean, obviously, chat, blue's my color, so I got some bias here. It looks pretty cool. I mean, a bike's a bike. I never really mess with vehicle skins or horns in this game, but I'll also play the horn. Here on some zombies. Perfect. One dog just, like, destroyed my bike. Are you kidding me?
Oh, there he is.
This guy's done. Wow.
And I just shredded him.
Drop, bro. Speed Cola first hit. And what's that second perk right here? Death Perception. Okay. Loving the start of this match. Rest in peace, dude. Graciously sitting right here. And we have a maxed out Groza round 1. I've seen a lot of comments, chat, regarding vault packs for, I think, just seasons 5 and 6. We got vault packs for, I believe, seasons 1 through 4, but we have not gotten one for the last 2 seasons. I believe Modern Warfare had the same problem. I don't think there are vault packs for the last season or 2 in that game. I could be mistaken on that, so please correct me in the comments, but I would definitely say a vault pack for at least season 6 would make sense, right? Because Mason, unless they're like, hey, we want to boost bundle sales for Broken Sky, so we're not going to do that. I don't know. But, I mean, season 5 was my favorite season of Cold War, so I mean, it's actually a hard thing to decide, but I definitely think we should get vault packs maybe by the end of the summer for the last 2 seasons. Hopefully that's in the works. All right, folks, here's Tier 1 Pack-a-Punch here on our lovely Groza. It's, again, the D-Machine Pack-a-Punch camo, but that coverage is pretty good.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Yo, Abomination? All right, chat, we are here at Grid Remastered, and here's a reason why Summit might not release. I mean, I know that region was within, I think it was Weather Station, a Scrap Hero Mountains map that would have been likely in both Fire Team and Outbreak at some point, and obviously the Blackout 2 VR map. I mean, the fact that Grid has been here in Duga since, what, season 3, but didn't get converted into a 6v6 map? Maybe Summit isn't coming after all. I was still crossing my fingers for Firing Range, though, because Firing Range will play so well in this game. And of all games to not have the Back in Black maps, why would you pick Cold War? But maybe Treyarch is short-staffed, or their attention is on the remaining elements of Vanguard, Modern Warfare 2, the next Black Ops. I don't know. I just think the fact that Grid hasn't come out, that would have been awesome. But I think maybe Treyarch's thinking was, okay, we don't want to remaster the same maps every single time in every MP, but maybe we'll throw them into a BR map at least, even if it's not going to be in 6v6. So I think that's a fair compromise.
Man, over there.
Tier 2 Pack-a-Punch looking gorgeous here on our good old Groza. Definitely loving the coverage on it. Damn, I don't know why it looks so much better today. It's just maybe it's the lighting of Outbreak. All right, folks, here is Tier 3 on our brand new Groza. Loving that little pink look here on our blue Groza. I mean, the coverage is pretty good. You can still see, like, the blue part of the Groza. The blueprint itself, that's kind of cool. But real quickly, we have our Mastery camo coverage here on the Groza. This is definitely going to be easy because it's only one blueprint in the bundle we have to showcase. So, starting off with gold, that looks weird. I'm not going to lie. We have the blue theme of the blueprint. Gold looks a little weird on that. Diamond looks better, but again, you have that blue mag. You have like the blue reflex sight or right under it. It's a bit interesting. DM Ultra, I guess because it's purple or violet, it's blending in with the blue a little bit better, but wouldn't really rock any multiplayer Mastery camos here on the Groza. We then have Golden Viper, which is alright. It's that dirty, dark kind of theme, which kind of blends with the blue. Plague Diamond, I think that's the same problem as regular multiplayer Diamond. It looks a bit off with that blue mag at the bottom. And then we have Dark Aether, of course. So this is definitely a blueprint that if you have it, it's one where you probably wouldn't want to run a Mastery camo on it because there's not really a point, but that happens sometimes. There's bundles in this game where you don't really need to run any Mastery camos on top of the blueprints or Mastercrafts, but there you have it. Wait, why is it showing me the Mercenaries of Fortune event? Huh? 5 days left to do it? Did they extend it? We have Vanguard free access. Okay, they did bring it back. And I also just noticed, wait, Mason still has his original Ushanka hat with the Soviet star. That's a big oopsie. What just happened? All right, folks, depending on when you're watching this, I'm assuming it's probably Friday. I might be doing a stream tonight or tomorrow. Hopping on Fortune's Keep and looking at that new Zombies event looks pretty interesting. It's like a pre-Season 4 Reloaded event. I'll take advantage of that. This Groza feels a bit weird in Warzone, I'm not gonna lie. It's not terrible, but definitely not your go-to AR, if I had to be honest with you. It's pretty accurate though. I mean, the replay feels a bit weird on it, but I'll accept that. I'll definitely accept that. The blueprint looks nice. I mean, it looks like the bundle wasn't really updated for Warzone too much compared to how it was for Cold War. But it would be criminal not to play Rebirth while playing as Mason. I mean, come on, guys. We had to hop on Rebirth. We'll play Fortune's Keep on stream tonight. Don't worry. But wow, Mason looks great in this cutscene. I can see why they censored all those Soviet stars for the Cold War version. I get it. No ammo, bro.
No!
Wait, why are my weapons all crooked?
He's fucking sitting in there.
My weapons are crooked, dude, when I aim in.
They're not following you. Oh my god.
Bro.
Reinforcements are on the way.
Where's this boy? Oh, that bunny hopping, bro. Ain't gonna save you, dog.
Done.
That's game. That's game. Wow. Wow. Unexpected dub.
Let's go.
These Mason skins look sick, though. But before I end the video, I do want to point out something that nobody's really talking about, and that's the career progression over in Black Ops Cold War. Obviously, right now, it is currently integrated with Vanguard, but from our understanding, Black Ops Cold War will not be integrated with Modern Warfare 2 at all via ranking or battle passes. So my question for you guys is, why are there 2 classified tabs left? Now, you could just say that's just placeholder, that's the way the UI is for the Cold War career progression, so maybe after Season 5 is over for Vanguard, which is likely to be the last season, that 6th tab in Cold War is going to be left blank, unless they somehow integrated that with Modern Warfare 2. That would also be interesting, but I doubt that's going to be the case. However, we have the other theory that Season 5 is going to be relatively short. It'll be similar to the length of a typical season from like Cold War or Modern Warfare 2019, so that there is time for a Season 6, but the Season 6 wouldn't be for Vanguard, it would be an additional bonus season for Cold War itself. That would be awesome if that's what the post-launch story of Vanguard is leading us towards, considering we're already in the 70s now with Season 4 Reloaded. We're about to be in 1984, which is the Black Ops Cold War era, so I'm curious if, instead of a Season 6 for Vanguard, we get a bonus season for Cold War, maybe with some minor marketing or roadmap. It's probably a fever dream, but maybe we get something like that, or we get some additional content that ties in Butcher and some other Vanguard content. That would be interesting to see, to kind of have Cold War Year 2 wrap up with a bang, with like a really massive final post-launch update before Modern Warfare 2 comes out. That's something that I want you guys to think about. I mean, it's not super likely, but I will say it's possible. But if you guys are also wondering what's up with the next patch for Cold War, here's what I'll say, right? There is a possibility that we get a patch for Season 4 Reloaded. I mean, we know the Vanguard and Warzone patches are going to be up really soon in the next couple of days, the preloads that is. But other than that, we don't know anything about a Cold War patch yet. But if one does exist, I wouldn't be surprised if it got added to the PlayStation database at some point on like Monday or Tuesday, possibly even later in the week. And then that could give us some answers as to what the release dates are for the other 3 bundles that don't yet have release dates, according to data miners out there. Unless we get that big bonus season for Cold War in place of a Vanguard Season 6, then I think Season 5 may in fact be the last time we could get a patch for Cold War Year 2. But who knows, right? Maybe I'm wrong. We still end up getting bundles somehow, or some other minor content magically, even when Modern Warfare 2 comes out. That's super unlikely, but I will say that I think at around maybe mid-Season 5, that'll probably be the last chance that Cold War could get a big patch, which may contain some more remastered multiplayer maps. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the nasty Groza nuke here in multiplayer. The Groza is honestly a top 3 AR in the game, at least in my opinion. It's disgusting. Let me know what you guys think about the Broken Skies bundle, the content it does feature, as well as the other updates regarding Black Ops Cold War and Black Ops Gulf War, or whatever COD 2024 is called. Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.